Markets, and look who's here now, David Stryzewski. You know, we're having far too much fun here, David. You better jump in. The Fed meets today. If we get a pause, and most people think we're going to get a pause in the rate hike scenario, does that mean the market rallies further from here?
Yeah, so, the market's always looking 12 to 18 months into the future. So it's going to respond favorably to anything that it perceives to be positive news, right? So, if we get a pause today, I'd expect to see a short-lived rally, just like we've seen 3 other times in anticipation of this specific moment. But the expectations have been that following a pause that we get this pivot narrative where they're going to ultimately be able to drop and reduce rates maybe as fast as they raised them. But in my opinion, that's probably a false hope, given that it takes, 9 to 12 months for rates to actually get into our economy. And so we're likely to not see that pivot thing follow. Market's not priced that in.
Okay,
So with that being said, there's been some positive news. We've had headline CPI just came in yesterday, 2-year lows. We were at 9.1% on this inflation here last year. Today we're at 4%, so that's an improvement. However, if we look at core CPI, that's a slightly different story. We're currently at 5.3%, and we've been increasing at 0.4% over the last 3 months. So these mixed results tell me that the Fed's mission, it's not quite over yet.
So you're not saying get back in, not saying use that cash, jump right back into stocks. You're not saying that at this point.
Stuart, I don't think it's the time right yet. Inflation's probably going to remain higher for longer. I think that we're seeing that core number be sticky. We've not really seen this anticipated recession, really go into full motion right now. So, my opinion, we're not going to see that pivot, which is really going to start that market rally until we can get to the 2% rates. Or we see ultimately something break like our banking industry, as we're just, in our 3rd month right now of this financial crisis, as it's just beginning to start. And I know that I'm one of the outliers saying some of this stuff, but I think people need to be paying attention because the results are showing up as we see it every day.
All right. You are an outlier, but I respect your opinion. And thanks for coming on board and stating flat out what you think. We appreciate it. David, we'll see you again soon. Lauren's back.
Looking forward to it.
We got to have some news.